Welcome to a Weekly Huddle YouTube channel exclusive. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to right now. Who the fuck are you? I haven't seen you in like 2 months.
I'm Dan Carpenter's son.
You're Dan Carpenter's like half illegitimate, half a Puerto Rican child.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I finally somehow lured Christian back to do some trade deadline talk. Because it's on November 3rd, which is in 2 weeks? A little over 2 weeks? I don't know what day.
Something like that.
I don't know what day of the week November 3rd is on. I don't my fucking calendar. What do I look like? So we're on Tuesday. November 3rd is exactly a week away. Alright. Tickle my pickle. Yeah, we've gotten a lot more gay since you left. It's been a lot more gay. I don't know if you've been watching the podcast episodes. It's gotten pretty gay. Also, fuck you for not watching the podcast episode. So just to sum up, trades that have already happened. Everson Griffin got traded to the Lions for a 6th round pick.
Yes, conditional 6th round pick.
Conditional? What's the conditions?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any idea of what kind of trades you're ready to do? Oh, you have Madden 21 pulled up, don't you, to simulate our trades here to see if the fucking.
I do it. It's behind Dan Carpenter, but it's pulled up.
It's behind Dan Carpenter.
It's behind. I can't see me. Where's his face?
We'll just
behind his face.
We'll just say we'll just tell us if it goes through or not. So are they updated rosters?
I mean,
Madden 21 just came out, so I mean,
yeah,
it should be.
I don't need to download updated rosters.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna kick it off here because this is what I've been thinking about for like a couple days now. This is what I want. This is what sparked this whole episode. Well, first I wanted Everson Griffin, but now he's gone. So this is the one trade I've been thinking about for the past couple days that I think genuinely I really want to happen, like badly. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Obviously, Bills fans. You got Dan Carpenter smashing his face in. We're sadomasochist Bills fans. So this is a trade. So if you had to say, if I had to ask you, what's our biggest weakness on defense right now? It is Buffalo Bills.
On defense?
Yeah.
Either the line or the corner position.
Okay, so we'll go with line. Now, we're gonna take our first round draft pick of this upcoming season because you're expected to make the playoffs and you're hoping to make a deep run. So that first round draft pick is gonna be to like the late 20s, right? Okay, take that first round pick. You send it to the Houston Texans for J.J. Watt. Okay.
Why?
Okay. Hear me out. So I'll start off with saying before I left work today, I read an article that was talking about trades that they were predicting. They were saying the Saints for a 2nd round pick for J.J. Watt, and I was like, no, they're definitely gonna fetch a 1st round for him. He's 31 years old with a $15.5 million cap hit, right? He takes up, I think they said like 7.5% of their cap space. They need to rebuild, and they don't have a 1st or 2nd round draft pick in the next 2 drafts. So if you offer them a 1st round pick, and with J.J. Watt not having played more than 8 games since 2015, 16, something like that, I think you could get J.J. Watt to the Bills. Maybe throw Trent Murphy in just to spice it up.
See, I would agree if J.J. Watt wasn't literally the heart and soul of Houston.
Right, but they need to rebuild hard, and if they're going to get a 1st round pick, they don't have any 1st round picks for 2 more years, and they didn't have one last year. That'd be 3 straight years without a 1st round pick. They need to make this trade to get a 1st round pick. If anything, you sweeten it with either Trent Murphy or like another pick, like a 4th rounder or something. You can get him. Is the fuckers at Bleacher?
He is Houston.
If the fuckers at Bleacher Report who have inside sources say it'll take a Saints 2nd round pick to get him, I think a Bills 1st round pick and Trent Murphy could get him.
I just don't think they should or will ever trade J.J. Watt. I think
he's 31. He's 31 with a huge cap hit, and if they're going to be rebuilding, they need picks. So it just makes sense for them to make that move. And it makes sense for the Bills to try to fix their pass rush and just overall D-line by bringing him in. He's going to be an instant leader, and his attention will allow one-on-ones for other guys to open up. Hope to God they can bounce back like Jerry Hughes did this past week, but against the Jets, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really count. If we could land J.J. Watt for... Okay, before you put in the mat... do a 1st, Trent Murphy, and a 4th round pick for J.J. Watt in Madden, okay?
A first, Trent, and a fourth.
Yeah, for J.J. Watt. I think he's like a 90-something in Madden, so it's probably not going to go through. But if you're the Texans, right, if you're thinking, okay, like, why wouldn't you make that trade? Besides him being like the heart and soul, you're losing. Murphy's contract's off the books after this year, and it's a lower cap hit regardless. He's younger, so if you want to resign him, you can. It's a first-round pick, a fourth-round pick. And then it just for the Bills side, it just benefits them every which way on their defense because they get a new leader, and J.J. Watt gets to play for a championship potential.
We don't have a fourth.
Make it a fifth.
98 overall, J.J. Watt.
98. He is not a 98 overall. He's amazing, but I mean,
the Texans are not interested in left end Trent Murphy. It didn't even get to the halfway point of the bar.
So Madden doesn't think that's gonna work. All right, tell me, if you were the GM of the Texans, right? Looking at whoever the fuck they have running the show right now, looking at what they have, would you accept that trade?
I would. I think that J.J. Watt is too valuable. I don't care how old he is. I don't care how much his cap is. I think he is too valuable to that team, too valuable to that city to pass up. You throw in other pieces into it that might be old and expiring and shriveled up and dead. Throw in one of those wide receivers that they're apparently destined or trying to fucking trade away. Throw in one of them, but I say don't touch J.J. Watt.
No, I think if any of my moves I want to happen this offseason, or this trade deadline, that's the one I want the Bills to make, is a trade for J.J. Watt.
I could see them trading Will Fuller before they trade J.J. Watt.
No, he's too young and important to that. All right, well, okay, fine. If mine is so outlandish,
young and important wide receiver getting traded? I couldn't imagine that.
Bill O'Brien isn't in control anymore.
Okay, true.
So what's your big trade deadline accusation?
When you think of running back troubles, even not so much maybe the starter, but maybe even like depth wise, like they don't have a good number 2 maybe. What do you think? What do you think of?
Are we talking about playoff teams, or are we talking about just like anyone?
Any team.
Washington football team. Antonio Gibson is a rookie that had one good game against a shitty Dallas defense. Detroit isn't like DeAndre Swift is starting to finally get going, but other than him, there's nothing really there. Like there's Kerryon Johnson, but I mean they haven't really run the ball all that well. The Bears, David Montgomery hasn't been that amazing. I know I have him on fantasy. Who else? The Bills have struggled running the ball. The Jets have LaMichael P. Ryan as their starting running back with Frank Gore. They could use a running back. I was going to say Tampa Bay, but they have literally fucking every legend. I don't know. Who are you thinking? Did I say the team you were thinking, or are you just trying to get ideas?
I'm just getting ideas of teams because there's a strapping young man. See if you can guess who I'm thinking of. He's 25 years old.
Oh God.
6'1", 238. Running back on a team that is pretty stacked at running back at the moment.
A team stacked at running back. Are you talking about Rashad Penny?
No.
25, 6'1", stacked at running back.
Went to Miami.
Oh, Jordan Howard?
No.
Went to Miami to college?
Yes.
Oh. I thought you meant like fucking... Never mind. I think like the Dolphins. And I was like, he's still 25? Holy fuck. How is he so... He's forever young.
Maybe kind of difficult. Let me see. For stats, he's played 33 games. 318 rushes for 1,600 yards. Average rushing yards is 5.2 in his career. 5 touchdowns.
Alexander Madison? Who the fuck are you talking about?
Plays for the Ravens.
Wait. 25.
Yeah.
They got Mark Ingram. They got J.K. Dobbins. What the fuck is Gus Edwards?
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, because they're so packed at running back, they have J.K. Ingram and Justice Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And Gus Edwards the number 4. Why not have one of those teams that could use a solid number 2? Because Gus Edwards could potentially be a solid number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Why not trade it to one of those teams for? It's kind of unproven. I don't see them getting too much out of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did just trade a 3rd and a 5th for Ngakwe, so they could probably fetch like a 6th to try to compensate for that loss. Who could stand to get a running back though? They need he's like a power back. I'm thinking,
So that eliminates the Jets.
Right.
Gore.
Yeah, the Lions have Adrian Peterson, so don't need it. We just talked about the Packers having 3 running backs, 2 of which are power backs. My background green screen shit is having.
Madden, help me out.
Who needs a running back, Madden? I mean, they're not going to trade it in the division. So, like, this, not the Steelers, but like, what is Nick Chubb?
I could see who has a need for running back. I wonder. According to Madden.
According to Madden, of course, Madden's the most realistic trade simulator we have.
So far, a lot of linebacker from a lot of teams.
No, I mean, running back isn't that big of a need a position for like any team, really. You just get a half decent running back, you're fine. Which I could see why teams would go after Gus Edwards then. All right, looking at Gus Edwards, I think the best trade I can think of right now is to the Bears, because Tariq Cohen's out, and all they have is David Montgomery. And then you basically just use Cordell Patterson as running back. So if you can get Gus Edwards for the Bears, let's go a 6th round pick this year. We'll do a conditional 6th round pick. If they win the division, it becomes a 5th round pick. How's that? That's the condition. So Ravens send. Well, just make it a 5th round pick in Madden, but the Ravens send Gus Edwards to the Bears for a 5th round pick.
I was looking through teams as the Packers still, so I have to make the switch real quick to the Ravens.
Oh, okay.
Gus Edwards is a 77 overall.
What? How?
I don't know.
All right, put a 5th in. It's a conditional 6th, but we'll put it as a 5th just to see if Madden will bite.
Madden bought it.
They did?
They have Gus Edwards as a 3-star, like trade value, and they have the 5th round pick as 2-star trade value.
So the Ravens just took. The Ravens probably the game probably recognizes the Ravens have an abundance of fucking. Oh wait, are you trading as the Ravens?
That's the thing. If I was trading as
the Bears,
that would not have gone through.
Yeah. No, that's what the fuck we were testing. Not if the Bears would accept it. You dumbass. Well, we got our answer. The Bears aren't going to accept it because his fucking trade value's off.
Yeah, either way, we get our answer.
Right, yeah. But it's not as satisfying when you have to reverse engineer it. Okay. We're going to do like one or two more. But my trade right now. Okay. So. When I'm going to speak 2 guys' names, tell me what their main trait as a player is. Alan Lazard and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. What's their main trait they share in common?
Their main trait they share in common?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting quizzed right now.
Okay.
What is their main trait in common?
Okay, well, Marquez Valdez-Scantling is 6'4", and Alan Lazar is 6'5". So they're both just really fucking tall.
I forget that they're fucking huge. All right, yeah.
Okay. You know who else is fucking huge and on the trade block? AJ Green is 6'4", and they've been looking to trade him since last year. So I propose a 2nd round pick and fuck it, throw like Lazard or just a second round pick. Just a second round pick for AJ Green to the Packers. If maybe you sweeten the deal with another pick or like Alan Lazard or something, just to make it go through. I don't think this one's gonna go through on Madden, but that one I can see. That's probably my most realistic trade because the Packers obviously like their size at wide receiver. They also love injury-riddled wide receivers for some reason, and so they're getting size with AJ Green and they're getting experience. And he's probably the best wide receiver on the trade block right now. And they definitely want to push. They're going all in for Aaron Rodgers now in his last sections of his career. And then AJ Green most likely will resign because he's going to a championship contender with Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback. And Devontae Adams is constantly out, so he'll have a chance to come in and be the number one receiver half the time.
Right.
So. And even not, he'll be the number 2 and then get less double teams and really fucking be able to show out. So that's my most realistic trade. I think that in my heart, I think that one's gonna happen the most. I think that the Packers are gonna swing a trade for AJ Green.
All right, Packers are gonna swing a trade for AJ Green.
Start out with just a second. See if they'll take a second for him.
Start with a second.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I really don't think that the game is gonna take like AJ Green he's got to be like a 90 overall in the game, right?
I'm pretty sure he's I'm pretty sure he's close to it.
So yeah, I don't think
he is.
I don't think a Green Bay Packers high-ass second-round pick is going to sway the game, but I think the Bengals haven't really been using all that well, and he's been rumored to get traded the entire time he's been there. I think that he's probably going to get traded this trade deadline, mostly because they're not going to win their division. They're not going to be playoffs, so might as well grab some draft capital before he leaves doing free agency next year anyway. And the Packers definitely have motive to bring him in, and he'll probably want to resign with them, which will help, make them want to grab him. So I think that one's a good one.
He's an 88, by the way.
Okay.
This trade will put your team over the salary cap if accepted.
So there's gonna have to be some salary cap magic there.
They're negative 1.46 million.
So you'd have to tack on. That's not even that bad of a cap hit. I don't know. What's Alan Lazard's cap hit?
Where the fuck is he? Oh, I found him.
Was he not in wide receivers?
He fucking wasn't there at first.
Okay. What's his cap hit?
680K.
What about Marquez Valdez-Scantling?
I think I got a football card of him. No, it wasn't. It was of who's the guy with like 3 names on the Eagles?
JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Yeah, I got a card of him. It's fucking useless, but I got a card of him. 710K.
Okay. Go to running backs. Who's the backup behind Aaron Jones? It's like Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams, 2.29.
Throw him in there. Throw him.
And behind him is AJ Dillon.
Yeah, I know. So they drafted AJ Dillon. So throw Jamal Williams in a second.
Jamal Williams in a second, and for AJ Green.
How much is Jamal Williams overall?
Did not go through, but it's past the halfway point. Jamal Williams is a 78 overall.
Yeah. If anything, if they don't bite on the second, if they needed to drop cap like that, I could see that being the trade in real life.
I'm curious, what if I add in a 4th?
Would you take, before you do that, would you personally, as the Bengals GM, take Jamal Williams and a second-round pick for AJ Green?
For how persistent they've been, if that's the best offer I got at this point, I mean, you fucking might as well.
Right, but I mean, Jamal Williams is also like a mid-tier. He could be a starting back in the NFL. Joe Mixon was hurt last game. You were starting Giovanni. How do you say his name?
Giovanni Bernard.
Giovanni Bernard. Giovanni Bernard. I had like a fucking stroke.
Giannavi, yeah.
Yeah, I had a fucking stroke. Giovanni Bernard was the starting running back, and you don't want him being your starting running back. I'd rather have just Jamal Williams as that. So I think you grab him to back up Joe Mixon and spell him, and he gets hurt or anything, and you get a second round pick. I think that's a win-win.